Guys, Gaz here with another review, and this review will contain spoilers. It's a film I saw on Friday, and it is called The Conjuring. This is supposed to be acclaimed scary film of this year. Um, Not so scary, in my opinion. I just will say that. I just get it out there straight away. I didn't find it scary at all. The review will contain spoilers, so I hope you enjoy this video. Just a quick sum of the plot. It takes place in 1971, where a family of seven move out for the country to get away from society because they can't afford shit. So they go and move to this very scary house in the middle of nowhere. So it a typical plot for this abandoned house. So in the middle of nowhere. So from the moment then you think, oh shit, and it did go oh shit from then on. As soon as they move in, things start happening. People go crazy, and well, not crazy, like they keep thinking they hear things, they see things, and it gets into a bit of a nightmare where it does escalate a bit. So in the Nightmare Shack, they call these two paranormal investigators named Ed and Warren. Ed is played by Patrick Wilson, who played Dad in Insidious. If you've seen that, that was a good film until the last 20 minutes where we see Darth Maul's granddad. Then we have, what's her name? I can't remember. Vera Farmiga, I think. I think it's that. She was in Source Code and The Departed. Those are the only two films I can really remember. And again with Patrick Wilson here, I just remembered he plays Witch Owl in The Watchmen. I knew I recognised his face from somewhere. And there's Ron Livingston, who plays the dad of the family. I can't remember what he's been in, but his face does look familiar. So those are the big name actors. Like I said, it takes place in 1971. They call these two paranormal investigators, Ed and Warren, in to explore, to find out what they're up against or what's causing this. And as the investigation goes on, they discover a whole new level of what they're expecting. This is a spoiler review, so I'm just going to say spoilers now in case no one's seen it. It comes into satanic hauntings, where a demonic presence wants to possess and murder a family. But a typical horror film, it happened. There's always a flashback of where it happened before with the previous family. So yeah, I think that's the overall plot. I'm just looking at it here. Yeah, they discover new whole another level steeped in satanic hauntings that will terrorize the family wherever they go because it's latched onto them. So typical ghost pedophile. But the things I liked about the film, because this film does piss me off, so I'm gonna get all the good stuff out of the way first. I thought Ed and Warren, those two characters, they could do a whole other movie with just them two as the main characters, like doing their investigations. I think that'd be really cool. Really cool. I would definitely go and check it out. The story behind the Satanic Hauntings was awesome. I really did buy it. The Satanic Haunted was this one demon who latches on to the mothers of the family, forcing them to kill their children because the demon was a witch. I can't remember on the top of my head, to be honest. The demon was a witch and cursed the land. Oh, there you go. Cursed the land of where the house is and causing the witch to stay there and possess people and basically kill the family off so no one can ever just tread foot on their land again. That was it. And it had potential itself for that. Just that. I think they could have done something with that instead. And the kids were really good actors. I really did like the children who played obviously the kids in the film. They were really boy. There's one segment where the little girl's waking up because something like as usual, something like pulls her when she's sleeping. Gets up and then she's just staring at the wall, just crying for this whole 2 minute segment of her just staring and trying to find out what's causing it. And then she wakes up her other sister saying there's something behind the door, and she's just crying. You did really buy into it, thinking, oh, you poor little thing, or something like that. Well, the woman behind me said that, but I didn't. I was like, oh shit, she's gonna get fucked. But the things I didn't like, the scares were too typical and predictable. You can see where they were coming and when. And they weren't so jumpy as well. And it got boring over time and repetitive, so it kind of took away from it. But the other thing I did like about it was the suspense. That was the other thing I was thinking of. The suspense for it was really well done. It really kept you on the edge. But like I say, the scares let it down for me. I thought it was a bit exaggerated because they did say it's based on a true story. But when you see this film and you see what the type of stuff they were apparently experienced, you could tell that Hollywood just made it Hollywoodly just to make more dosh. Yeah, the makeup bullshit. I thought like the story was kind of bullshit. You can't. They were saying it's based on a true story. I don't believe in true story films because you know for a fact if it's based on a true story, then the people, whoever company is making the film, you know they'll just add some things on, just or make it totally different, or just say that so they can get people to go and see it. Um, the thing that really pissed me off was there's a segment in the film called the hide and clap game. Uh, the night before, the mother got really creeped out and she felt like she was being watched all the time, and yet all of a sudden she decides to play this game called hide and clap, where a person it's basically hide and seek, but you get three uh, claps to see whereabouts they are, and typically something happens in that part, like they keep hearing a clap, but it's not actually the daughter clapping; it's something else, and that's when she really shits herself. Um, the other time it was bad timing as well with the hide and clap game because, like I just said, the previous night there was a whole little shit scare level where the children were absolutely terrified, and the next day they're playing hide and clap. Why? If I was you, I'd be like, no, fuck that. We're gonna go and hide in the corner. That's what most of them would do. Or I wouldn't even think about setting foot in the house again. Uh, let's say the true story stuff. I already mentioned that. I thought, yeah, some parts were stupid. Uh, regarding the witch, like where she just pops up, it's just like no, it's just you just think it's just ridiculous. I did it. I felt it was anyway. I thought it was a bit ridiculous, but let's make more Hollywoody. I'm reading off my notes here because I'm not a professional reviewer, so I'm just looking at here and see if I missed anything. This is it now. When you go and see a horror film, there's always one stupid idiot that has to go and follow whatever is leading them onto, and or if a door opens, they have to go investigate it. When in real life, if someone opened the door, you would absolutely shit your pants and run for your bedroom and not get out until the next morning. That's what a normal person would do. But now, if a door opens and they say, "Follow me," it's like, "I'm gonna follow you then. There's nothing scary about this." When clearly there is so many stupid reasons to not go and do it, but that's the other thing that really pissed me off about it. And yeah, like not so scary. It was just creepy, and it was quite clever regarding the story behind the house. But I will mention the scares. Besides that, I did say it wasn't that scary. There were some bits that didn't make me jump, but they did freak me out. There was a certain part where the wife of the two paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine, fell through this wooden plank of a weak wooden plank. She fell through the walls of the house, and she came into this part of the cellar that was blocked off. And if you see in the trailer, you see like if you open this and you look around, you can see someone behind you. She saw this quite fat lady mother behind her killing her son. She had the butcher knife in her hand and she was like crying, saying, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And then she turns around. She had this proper like, if you've seen what's that movie? See, Insane Asylum, when they get locked in, they I keep forgetting, but it was like, black eyes and white pale and the mouth drops type thing. That really creeped me out. And I'm not the second scare was I'm not a person of dolls. I think dolls are the most terrifying things ever. And if I have a child, I would never ever give him a doll because I'd probably throw it out the window and probably make him cry. And we don't like children crying because most importantly, they just piss you off. You want to hit them. No, you don't really. But the doll, Annabelle, it was actually possessed by a demon. That's at the start of the film. But the doll is so creepy. I mean, if you saw that in your bed while you're sleeping at night, you turn around in the corner, you see her, you would shit bricks. You would just run out the room, never set foot in the place again. So Annabelle was a really creepy feature. I thought that was well done. And there was a little character called Rory, who was the little kid that got killed by her mom. Well, the mom was being possessed. But he was the one in the trailer where if you open this box, when the music stops, you'll see something in the background, like a figure. You see this kid called Rory. He looks like the Omen's Damien's brother, twin brother or something. He was a very creepy feature, creepy little character to add on. So yeah, he just really creeped me out. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I missed here. No, there isn't. Good. So overall, I thought The Conjuring was a decent horror film. That's the only plus. Actually, no, there are two other pluses. The other part, I didn't find it scary at all. I found it just suspenseful and creepy. The scares were predictable, and I thought everything it had everything other horror films had overall. But there was some good acting. I thought Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, I can't pronounce her name. I thought them two played excellent characters. I thought they were really cool. But I like Patrick Wilson anyway. But the kids especially were the standouts for me. I thought they did a fantastic job. And it was a really good story regarding the hauntings of the house. So I think that's about it. Quick review. I need to work on me slowing down, but oh well. I'm not a professional reviewer, so yeah. Overall, I give The Conjuring a 6.5 out of 10. I thought it was, like I say, it's a decent horror film, but it had every other origins of a horror film has, or a thriller, scary, whatever you like to call it. But the scary films to this day is The Woman in Black. Woman in Black with Daniel Radcliffe is probably one of the most scariest films I've ever seen. I couldn't sleep for 2 nights, so yeah, the Woman in Black scariest film. But The Conjuring, a 6.5 out of 10. You should go and see if you like a few of your friends want to go out and just have a night out. Then The Conjuring's one of those where you might be entertained, you might not be, but it's up to you. But I just like to get my thoughts on it because I love my movies and I like talking about them. So yeah, to the next video. Take care.